Welcome to Timeless Story Lane, where every tale carries a lesson and every moment has meaning. Tonight's story is called A Rich Woman's BMW Breaks Down on a Dark Mountain Road Until a Kind Stranger Changes Everything. It was a cold, moonless night in the mountains. The wind howled through the pine trees and the narrow road twisted dangerously along steep cliffs. The silence of the night was broken only by the faint hum of a luxury car, a shining black BMW, gliding like a shadow in the dark. Behind the wheel sat Clara Williams, a wealthy woman in her mid-30s. Clara had everything money could buy: designer clothes, expensive jewelry, a grand mansion in the city. But as she drove through the lonely mountain road that night, she felt strangely hollow inside. She wasn't driving for pleasure. She was escaping. An argument at home had left her angry and restless, and she had chosen the mountains to clear her mind. Suddenly, without warning, the BMW shuddered. A strange grinding noise echoed from the engine, followed by a red warning light on the dashboard. Clara's hands tightened on the wheel. "No, not now," she whispered nervously. The car coughed, slowed, and finally rolled to a complete stop. Her BMW had broken down. Clara looked around. The road was silent, empty, and pitch black. The only light came from her hazard lights flickering weakly. She picked up her phone. No signal. Fear crawled through her chest. She wasn't used to helplessness. She wasn't used to waiting. Minutes dragged into an hour. Every sound in the forest, the crack of branches, the distant call of animals, made her heart race faster. Money, luxury, influence, none of it could protect her here. And then headlights appeared in the distance. A small old pickup truck rumbled toward her, its engine sounding tired but steady. Clara stiffened. Should she trust a stranger at this hour? The truck pulled over. A man stepped out. He looked to be in his late 40s, dressed in worn clothes and dusty boots. His face was calm, his hands rough from years of hard work. "Evening, ma'am," he said gently. "A car trouble?" Clara hesitated, then nodded. "Yes, it just stopped working." The man smiled kindly. "Name's Daniel. Mind if I take a look?" Against her instincts, Clara agreed. Daniel opened the hood, shining a flashlight across the engine. His movements were slow but confident. Clara stood back, shivering in the cold, watching him work. Unlike the mechanics at her luxury garage, Daniel didn't rush or complain. He seemed patient, almost peaceful, as if fixing engines was second nature. After some time, Daniel spoke. "Looks like your engine overheated. Pushed too hard on these steep roads. Don't worry, I can get it running again, at least enough to get you down the mountain." Clara blinked. "You can fix it? Out here?" Daniel chuckled. "Engines may look fancy, but deep down they're all the same. Just like people." As he worked, he continued to talk. "A life's like these mountain roads, full of twists and turns. Sometimes we think we're in control and then suddenly break down. But it doesn't mean the journey's over. Sometimes we just need to pause, breathe, and find the strength or the kindness that gets us moving again." His words touched Clara in a way she didn't expect. All her life, she had believed money solved problems. Yet here she was, completely dependent on the generosity of a stranger with nothing to gain. Finally, Daniel closed the hood. "There, try it now." Clara turned the key. The BMW roared back to life, smooth and steady once more. Relief washed over her. She turned to Daniel, reaching for her purse. "Please, how much do I owe you?" But Daniel shook his head. "You don't owe me a thing, ma'am. Just promise me something. When you see someone else broken down, on the road or in life, stop and lend a hand." Clara froze. She had never heard such simple wisdom spoken so plainly. Slowly, she nodded. "I promise." Daniel tipped his hat, walked back to his pickup, and drove off into the night, his taillights fading into the darkness. Clara sat in her car, the engine humming. For the first time in years, she felt something stronger than pride, something deeper than wealth. She felt gratitude. That night changed her. From then on, Clara began to notice the people around her. The valet who parked her car, the waitress who brought her coffee, the janitor who cleaned her office. She started offering help, lending support, and giving not because she had to, but because she finally understood what kindness truly meant. Her BMW breaking down wasn't a curse. It was the moment that broke her pride and rebuilt her heart. And that is the story of how a rich woman lost in the darkness found light through the kindness of a stranger. You've been listening to this story on Timeless Story Lane. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because every story carries a lesson, and every lesson has the power to change a life.